Hey, my name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We have the largest selections of new and used Class B RVs in the whole country in one location. We're the #1 dealer in the state of Florida for Class B and #3 in the whole country. So needless to say, we know a lot about Class B RVs. But today I'm super excited to tell you all about this brand spanking new 2022 Coachmen Beyond all-wheel drive Li3. This is one of the hottest Class Bs on the market right now, and I cannot wait to go into details with it with you. So this is the 2022 Coachmen Beyond 22D, which is the dinette, which is the twin beds in the back. It's the all-wheel drive model and Li3, which stands for lithium. So this 22-foot chassis is the Ford Transit. This is the hottest Class B RV right now on the market. I mean, this is the brand new chassis, the brand new front end. We got the color bumpers, the whole new nice fancy grille. A lot of you guys watching this video are probably like, I've never seen one of these before. This just got released here in the last month. This is the newest chassis, the newest everything. So some of the cool stuff Ford has done is they put a 22-foot with the Ford EcoBoost. It's a 3.5 liter V6 engine. It's gonna get you about 20 miles to the gallon. It has a 10-speed transmission. So for those of you guys that know about transmissions, that means it's just a very smooth ride the whole time you're driving it. While you're on the interstate, going up hills, going down hills, whatever you're doing, it's a very smooth ride with a 10-speed transmission. You know, Ford Transit chassis is probably one of the most comfortable cockpit driving situations that a Class B coach has. I absolutely love them. This is why, I mean, they're one of the hottest selling coaches. The Coachmen Beyond, Coachmen's really knocked it out of the park with this model here. You know, something pretty cool. Usually the bumpers are like a plastic cladded. Now they're going to a painted front bumper. Really, I don't know, just a really sharp looking chassis. I think it's awesome. But the Ford has done a great job with their EcoBoost engine, with their towing capacity, with their gas miles, with everything that they offer. But Coachmen has revolutionized the inside of this cargo van to make it one of the best Class B RVs on the market. This is a 22D model Coachmen Beyond. So the D stands for like a rear dinette. And so as you can tell from standing back here, this has twin beds in it with the lagoon table there in the rear dinette. So that lagoon table can swivel, it can go up and down, it can move any which way to make this back area a really nice dinette. One of the coolest things that people just absolutely love about this Beyond is that it's wide open through the back here. So if you want to take some bikes and put them back here, some kayaks, canoes, fishing poles, if you're rich enough to buy lumber these days, since it's so expensive, you can put a couple pieces of lumber back here, some 2x4s or something. But there's so much flexibility back here by just being able to throw stuff in here. And then if you want one big bed, you can drop these things, the seat backs, down in the middle, and you can make one large king-size bed back here. And then everything under here turns into storage. I've heard of people's dogs sleeping under there, litter boxes being under there. So a lot of cool flexibility with this bed situation the way it is. And you know, something that Coachmen does, they utilize every square inch of this entire 22-foot RV. So up underneath here, there's storage. It goes back about 3 feet. So you can slide things like tables and cords and everything. And then there's like a little manhole. I always tell people that's the escape hatch. You just open up and just dive right into it like the Ninja Turtles, you know, they come from the sewers. You can open that up and there's also storage in there. So that's pretty cool too. Storage there, storage under here, all kinds of little cubbies for storing things that you want to store. You know, something neat is this little, so when you're sitting, you have a little thing here with a cup holder, and you can put a drink here, you can put one here. Then when you're laying down, it kind of gives you an extension here to make this bed bigger if you need more space. It's about 6'3" as it is. This gives you an extra few inches. So pretty neat how they utilize every single square inch. They're not gonna let anything go to waste on these coaches. You know, something else pretty cool is this rear screen here. So if you did want to have both these doors open, they can swing all the way around. They can just be open like this. You can let this screen down and you can just hang out. Look at it if you're in, you know, some mountain region, if you're on a lake, wherever you are, you can just be hanging out, enjoying God's creation with your screen down inside the coach. So it's pretty neat, right? Up top there's also some storage there. So a little cubby there, little cubby there. All of this is very, very well insulated. So this is the Li3 model. So the battery management is very important when it comes to an Li3 model. So one thing that people were realizing was these rear doors were not insulated. So what Nick Recchio at Coachmen said, man, this is the only part of the RV that didn't have extra insulation. So what they did was they custom made this entire ABS plastic, I guess you call it, over this door, and they insulated these back doors just as well as the entire coach. A lot of people are doing it themselves, but Nick Recchio said, hey, I want to be the one to insulate the rear doors. So they have a full custom insulation in here, custom rear door thing, and then these speakers look like they will blow your ears out. They're not that big, they're probably 6 or 8 inch speakers, but great sound throughout the entire coach as well. So lots of cool things that you just don't realize if you just walk on a dealership. Not that you can't see one of these, they're completely sold out. There's none in the country. We have the only one at our dealership for people to come look at. But if you did just walk onto a dealership and you just wanted to look at one, you wouldn't know about stuff like this. You wouldn't know about all these hidden compartments and all this really cool stuff that Coachmen does. But they really go the extra mile in everything they do with their lithium system, with their insulation, with their coaching, with their coaches and their storage, with everything they do. Coachmen truly does go the extra mile. So this is a great area. Let's jump up front. I'm gonna show you the cockpit and then we'll walk our way through the kitchen and everything else. So now we are officially standing in this Coachmen Beyond, and you can hear how quiet the air conditioner is. This is the end of July. This is the hottest, most humid hour of the year, I feel like. Right now, this very second that I'm standing here is the hottest hour of the year. And I'm standing in this RV, very well insulated. The AC is going, you can barely hear it. It's a 12 volt air conditioner, extremely quiet, but it cools down this coach. It's still a little warm, but it's only been running for about 5 minutes. So as we're doing this video, you're gonna notice that you can't hear this air conditioner. It is a very, very quiet air conditioner. Coachmen's done a great job of finding a 12 volt air conditioner that is very quiet. So great job, Coachmen. As we're going through this, so we're gonna start in the front here. This is the Ford Transit cockpit. So like I said, 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6 engine, about 20 miles to the gallon, and has dual wheels in the back. This has the big navigation screen. This has the blind spot assist, all the safety features, all the luxury that you're used to at home in your nice fancy car. This Class B RV has it. So first chassis that both of these seats do swivel around. There is a mount there to put a table, so you can have a dining area here. You can have a dining area in the back, so you have 2 separate areas. I'd like to get up about 4 hours earlier than my wife. Actually, it's probably an hour. It feels like 4 hours. I'm just sitting here by myself doing nothing. But I like to get up earlier than my wife. She likes to get her sleep. I like to wake up, read the newspaper, drink my coffee. So she'll stay sleeping back there. I'll come up here, set a little table up, drink my coffee. I might even walk outside. But it's a great area to where you're not disturbing people who want to sleep. You can be up front minding your business. And just a great, and a 22-foot RV to have 2 separate little areas. So something else pretty cool about this, it has the Ford Sync system, so that syncs to your phone, has Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay, but there's also navigation built in, there's satellite radio, all kinds of cool stuff in this Ford Transit. I love all the USB ports, all the cup holders, very, very comfortable. If you sit in this thing, you're really gonna feel like you're in an SUV, like a big SUV. And driving wise, so many people come to the dealership talking about, oh, I'm scared to drive something this big, and they get into it. I've never had anybody say, that was too big, I'm not comfortable. Every single man and woman who sits behind the wheel of one of these small RVs says, that was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Now, sometimes I sit in the passenger seat and I'm scared for my life, but after about 5 or 10 minutes, they get comfortable with it and they're fine. So, great area, very easy to drive. As we kind of walk through the coach a little bit, you know, Coachmen does a great job with their insulation. So one of the biggest thing that Nick Recchio at the Coachmen factory prides himself in is the true 4-season capability of this Beyond. So they have their rock wool insulation, which is this big, thick insulation you probably have at your house in your walls. Then they have this thing called Cozy Wrap. So what they do is it's the metal of the RV, like the shell. They stick this Cozy Wrap right up against it. They put it on there so that stops the heat from coming. And then under that, they have the big rock wool insulation. And then they build the RV and they use this marine grade vinyl that also acts as a form of insulation, keeps out the humidity, does everything. So the way they build the RV, it truly is a testament to how much they care about everything you're gonna do. So here in Florida, I don't care if it can get down to 5 degrees, but you guys in Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula, and all over the country in very cold parts, you guys care very much about how cold this are. Someone asked me the other day, they said, hey, I'm driving this thing to negative 30 degrees. Can I drive it safe? And I'm like, why would you ever want to be in negative 30 degree weather? But if you have to be in negative 30 degree weather, you can't have water in the lines, but if you have your heater on, you'll be able to drive this thing. So what they say is down to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, you can use everything in the coach. Anything under 5 degrees is going to be too cold. You're going to need to heat your tanks. You're going to need to drain your water and to take precautions. But 5 degrees, and that's like one of the top in the industry. So you have a tank heater for your gray tank. You do have a Wi-Fi Ranger built in to the coach. So there is a Wi-Fi Ranger here. It picks up free Wi-Fi no matter where you're at. You can also put a little SIM card in there and you can get internet everywhere. So you can hook up your smart TV, you can hook up your iPad, you can hook up everything you have to the Wi-Fi Ranger. You're not having to look for internet. It does all the work for you. It's very safe, very efficient. It's great. So you have that, comes with it, no extra charge for that. And then you have your Xantrax. The Lithium has a 3,000 watt inverter. You do have a Truma hot water and furnace, so that's all built in one. The Truma system, it's a great Truma Comey system. And now the Truma system is all controlled from the Firefly. So if you have this coach here, there's an app on your phone that integrates with Firefly. So you can access everything that your Firefly screen has from an app from your Android or from your Apple phone. You can control your hot water, you can control your air conditioner, your furnace, you can control you can see what your battery levels are, you can control everything in this coach, your tank levels, everything through an app on your phone. You can also control it here. Pretty cool that's coming down the pipe is that they're gonna be able to access your batteries from their factory in Elkhart to see how they're performing through that app. So very cool with the combination of the Wi-Fi Ranger and the Vega Touch Eclipse app. We're gonna be able to remotely troubleshoot problems with your lithium system. So cutting edge stuff that Coachmen is doing, truly cutting edge. There is 220 watts of solar on the roof. So what those solar panels do is they trickle charge your lithium battery. Your lithium battery charges 3 ways: through the solar panels, which is more like a trickle charge. While you're driving, the underhood generator is producing power that's charging your batteries, and also while you're plugged in at a campground. So a mixture of those 3 is what's going to keep your batteries charged up. And then when you go to bed, you check your batteries. Oh, great, they're at 100%. You go to bed, you wake up, they're probably going to be about 30% when you wake up. You just turn the engine on, they charge back up. You plug in, they charge back up. Your solar panels are going to charge them little by little. But there are a lot of different ways to charge the lithium batteries on board here. So there's 600 amp hours of lithium batteries. It is a great system. So we've been selling these for probably the lithium system for about three or 4 years now. We have never had to replace a lithium battery. And we are the largest dealer in the country for Coachmen for a lot of lithium systems. This system here, we have never had to replace a lithium battery. So they're great. They come with, I think it's a 5-year warranty just on the lithium batteries. Coachmen gives you a 1-year warranty on everything in the coach. So pretty cool stuff there. as you're walking through, you notice this wood. Everybody notices the fancy cabinets in a Coachmen Beyond. So this Coachmen Beyond, this is the 2022. All of these cabinets are made in an Amish factory up next to Middlebury, where Coachmen factory is. I was just there a couple weeks ago. I walked in, they had like this Amish bakery, baked all these cool donuts for us, and I'm on a diet, so I'm not eating donuts, but I do appreciate the gesture. But they have an Amish cabinet factory down the road from them that makes all of their cabinets. So everything is made right there in the US, but right there in that Middlebury, Elkhart, Indiana area, where very, very high-end cabinetry, very unique to Coachmen. So something that I really like is on these bathroom doors, I like that there's natural light in the bathroom. You walk into one of these bathrooms, they're big enough to do what you need, but not big enough that you're going to be like want to stay in there for an hour. It's going to be like a army shower. You go in, you jump out, But nice glass on the whole thing, so it gives you nice natural light inside. Once you walk in the shower, I'm a big guy, so I'm 6 foot tall, about 225, 226 pounds this morning. I can fit in here very comfortably. I can use the bathroom, I can brush my teeth, I can take a shower very, very comfortably in here. I like to leave the doors open when I do that and just have the curtain there, so I would leave both doors open if it was me. But there is an extra sink in here. There is a nice mirror for when you're shaving. There's a place to put your shampoo and your soaps and all that. Very good sized bathroom, so I really, really like that. I really like the light in there. I don't feel like I'm in a cave. So as we're walking through, you can see in the kitchen just how wide open it is. I mean, very free flowing, very wide open. I just love the feel of this. But as we're progressing through here, you can see there is a one burner induction stove. So what's nice about the induction stove is, it's one less thing you need to use for propane, but also it acts as a countertop. So you can make your sandwiches here. You can store stuff here. It doesn't have to be this gas stove that's very like obtrusive in the way. It's very much out of the way. So I like how you have the full countertop to do anything you want. I like to make ham and cheese sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Gotta have crunchy peanut butter. There has to be crunchy or it's kind of gooey. But you get your peanut butter and jelly out. You got plenty of space here to make a sandwich. Nice little spice rack here, paper towel rack, all kinds of cool things that Coachmen has thought about. I did mention these drawers here. So nice wood drawers inside, nice dovetail, big drawers. I mean, nice, really nice big drawers here. So all of these drawers, there's 3 big ones here. So very, very nice use of space there. As we walk through the coach, I'm going to show you some more, but it is very, very free flowing through here. So let's jump in the bedroom, and the living room, and the office, and the study, and that whole area all combined into one. I can't wait to show it to you. Okay, so now we're in the bedroom, the office, the study, the lounge area, the dinette, whatever you want to call this cool area back here. Lots of space, as you can tell. I'm 6 foot tall. I can dance in here. Not that I can dance very well, but anything you want to do back here. Nice twin beds, can be one big king bed. If you notice a lagoon table in front of me, lagoon tables give a lot of flexibility to an area. So if you want to sit and you can have it here, if you want to stand, if you just want to get it out of the way, just kind of move it out of the way and you can walk very easily. But lagoon tables give you a lot of flexibility on where they can be and how you want to use them. We've actually installed extra lagoon brackets in all types of places, so someone can just move this table, they can put it right here, and they can move it and they can put it right here. So whatever you want to do. At Sunshine State RVs, we love modifying things. So any crazy ideas you come up with, we can do for you. We are your place. We're about to do a big lithium modification for Hank Strange and his Beyond. But anything you come up with, we can make happen. But lots of big windows through here. So these windows are full open windows. So this window here actually slides open with the screen there, and it's a full open. Same thing on this side. So you have a lot of cross ventilation there. My son's 15 years old, plays a lot of football, a lot of basketball. His best friend is 6'8". So everywhere he goes, he feels like a giant. I kind of feel kind of tall in here, It's like I'm touching the ceiling. I am 6 foot tall, and because they raise the floor to give you that storage, there is a little less headroom if you're over 6 foot tall. But my son's 6'8" friend, I always see him walking and like ducking places. It's kind of funny. but he might play in the NBA one day. But it is 6 foot tall back here because this does get raised. But there's still, you know, you're not walking through here a lot. So there are seat belts. There's 2 seat belts on each one of these things. So people can sit here while you're driving. They can be strapped in pretty safe, which is nice. If you don't want them, you just kind of tuck them back away and you never see them. You can even uninstall them if you say, we will never use seat belts in the back. So very cool. You know, something else I really like is these cabinets up here. So they're not just cabinets. They're carpeted, insulated cabinets. They got glass doors. You know, there's so many things that they can do to cheapen out on these, but at Coachmen, they decided not to do any of that stuff. I mean, they could just put a regular wood panel here and just leave the inside of these just like some flimsy wood, but they want to make sure this is insulated so when you put stuff in here, it's not banging and clanging around. It stays put with the carpet. Nice glass. All the cabinets here have nice glass. You know, something else pretty cool now they're doing are these LG Smart TVs. They are 12 volt, so they are a 12 volt TV. You don't have to have your inverter on to use them. You just plug it into the 12 volt system while you're driving down the road. Whatever you're doing, you can watch a smart TV. You can have this TV hooked up to the Wi-Fi Ranger, so everywhere you go, you can watch Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, ESPN, whatever you like watching, you can watch. But smart TVs are standard in every coach now. You know, I had a conversation about a year and a half ago with Nick Recchio. He says, Nick, what's one thing that our coach is kind of missing compared to some of the other ones? And we had a conversation about a few different things. One of the biggest things that I told him was the cushions. I said, you know, your cushions are good. They're not great. You know, they just need something else to be great. So he went on a quest to really find the best. So he sat in Pleasureways and Airstreams and Road Treks and American Coaches and Winnebagos and all these different, you know, checked out all the cushions. And he found this manufacturer to make the most, in my opinion, the most comfortable cushions. It's called a Q foam. It's not an option. It's standard on every Coachmen product. The Nova, the Beyond, and the Galleria, standard on every one now. The Q foam, new for this year, that the front driver and passenger seat and the beds. If you have a C model, which is a sofa, if you have the D model, if you have a Galleria 24A, whatever model you have, Coachmen now is coming with this Q foam, and you can tell. It's a softer leather, but man, these cushions, it is a world of a difference. I had somebody who had an older Beyond, and they traded it in for a new one just because these cushions are so much more comfortable. So it's things like that that Coachmen is on a quest to really find out, what do we have to do to be the best. They don't want to be the biggest, they want to be the best. And that's the same motto kind of we have at Sunshine State RVs. We're not the cheapest and we're not the biggest, but we are the best Class B dealership in the country with our customer service, with the models that we bring, with our knowledge, with our help, with everything. We have no dealer fees. Everything that we do, free delivery anywhere in the country, everything we do at Sunshine State RVs, we want to be the best. And if someone is not the best, we have team meetings every week and conversations about how can we be the best. And we mess up. We're definitely not perfect. But our goal, every day we strive to be the best. But enough about us. So as we're still walking through, you can see how it is wide open. Very nice. The entire video that I've been inside this RV, this 12 volt air conditioner has been running. Engine's not on. We're not plugged in. It's running on the lithium batteries, and it's quiet. I always tell a story that I drove down to Miami with my 2 sons in a RV that had a 110 air conditioner, and we couldn't even watch the Avengers movie. It was so loud, the air conditioner, that we had to turn it off to watch the movie, then turn it back on when it got too hot back. I've done this entire video with this AC blowing on me, maybe because this is the hottest day of the year, but I think it's because this AC is just so quiet. It is just so, you can have a real conversation with the AC going, and you can't even hear it. You won't even know that it's on. So a great thing about these 12 volt air conditioners, about this lithium model Coachmen Beyond. So there again, 2022, all brand spanking new Coachmen Beyond 22D all-wheel drive lithium on the Ford Transit. Sunshine State RVs, we are guaranteeing you to have one of these on our lot for the next month. For another month, we are holding a Beyond and a Nova on our lot that nobody can buy, because we want people to be able to see them. There's not another one in the country for sale on any dealership anywhere. And so we have them. We want you to see them. We want you to sit in it, get comfortable in it, because you guys have been dreaming about doing this for so long, and we want to make sure that we have something there for you to look at, for you to feel and touch and all that. So anyways, we're in Gainesville, Florida. Our website is sunshinestatervs.com. My name is Nick. Feel free to talk to me. You can talk to Shelly, Sheila, Chuck, Richie. Whoever answers the phone is knowledgeable about Class B RVs. We will deliver this free anywhere in the country to you, no matter where you live. We will deliver this to you, so you don't have to fly, you don't have to come. But if you do decide to come, you will be in for a treat, because our technicians have been trained at the Coachmen factory. They've been trained on how to teach you how to use this RV. They spend as much time with you as you need to make you comfortable in this. We just had a customer last week that had a 3-hour walkthrough. I can't say my tech was super excited about it, but it took 3 hours. We taught this customer how to use everything, and she texted me the next day and said, Nick, I am so thankful that I know how to use everything in the RV now. So then we put you up at a campground for 2 nights. That way you can use everything. You have any issues, you come right back and we take care of it right away. So we're there with you the entire time you own the coach. So check us out, Sunshine State RVs. Watch more of these videos, subscribe, like, do whatever it is people do on YouTube. And I appreciate you watching.